Did you? What is it? What is it, did you? She wants a ball? Go get it! Get it! Where'd it go? It disappeared. You want another one? You want another ball? Oh no, that's a tennis ball. Zuzu, look! Zuzu, look! Go get it! She's like, nope, I've got a real ball. Can we throw the real ball? Boop, go get it. Good girl, bring it to daddy. It's muddy back there, so maybe let's try the front yard. Get it, bring it to daddy. Come on, let's go to the front yard. Come on, come on. Are you gonna be a cat? You gonna roll it off the edge? Okay, so maybe you are starting to get a little more playful. You like the little slipping and the sliding? Slipping and sliding is fun. Okay, okay. I thought I could get you into it a little. Where'd you go? What are you doing? You pushed it under the grill. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's covered in snow. Go get it. What are you doing with it? You like how it slides? Boop. Push it. You're being a cat. Push it off the table. I'll throw it to you. Or is this fun? Okay. You having fun? Zuzu, bring it to daddy. Why are you acting like you can't get it? Zuzu, bring it to daddy. Okay, yeah, see, snow is fun. I told you snow is fun. Bring it to daddy. Like that. That's a good pile. All right. That's gonna start preheating this chamber. This is where the wings go. The wings I'm actually gonna put them all up on this top grate. Look at that frozen water in there. But that first piece, all that's gonna preheat this. Once this is warmed up to about 300 degrees, then I'm gonna throw my wings in. All right, so we got steam coming off of this. This is warm to the touch. Got good smoke coming out of there. We're at 264 and rising, so I'll keep you updated. I'll show you the process. Okay, so a second ago, my little digital thermometer was up to 360, and I let it naturally come down just to keep, I've already cleaned the grill, but that just the heat to like sanitize the grill and let that burn down a little, because I really don't want it that hot. And then I put all my wings on. I got all of these wings for $9. I got 3 different flavors of pre-marinade, so I didn't even have to marinate them. This is just my water bucket, which is not quite boiling. And that steam kind of helps keep them from getting too dried out. And then, now see, I opened that lid for just a second. Look how fast the temperature dropped, but it'll come back up soon. And then we check on this guy over here. See, this log's still burning. Every now and then you want to turn the log over and you'll get some good fresh heat off of it. But when that log's completely burned down, or if my temperature drops below 225, I'll either add a log, or I got some expensive hickory nuggets that I'll put on there. But we're going, and then ideally, see, you can't even see the smoke coming out right now, or you can, but it's barely. That's what you want. You want good, clean smoke. It should be clear or like wispy light blue. You don't want to see thick white smoke. So I went inside and wasn't paying attention, and I got down to 203. I did have these on here kind of preheating, so they should catch on fire. These are my little hickory nuggets. And I just bury them in there. And then you don't want it, because when they first light, they're going to get really smoky, and you don't want that. So I want them to flame up out here before I close that lid, because I don't want all that thick white smoke going through. So you can either hit them with a leaf blower, or fan them, or blow on them. Sometimes I just kind of pre-burn them a little bit to hurry up and get them heated up. You don't have to do that. I'm just fucking weird. It's my system. I just make sure they get full flame. Once I see some full flame, that's complete combustion. You need complete combustion for clean smoke. The snow is probably not helping. I need to close that lid. All right, so I rearranged my coals. I even put some coals on top of the wood, and I've got a nice big flame coming out. I know my wood's fully caught on fire. That means I have complete combustion. I got air coming in over here. And my air things are open all the way, so I know that's complete combustion. And I can look here, and I've just got wispy smoke coming out. And you can zoom back, you can kind of see there's a little smoke coming out from the cracks, but it's like super thin. It's like barely coming out, and my temperature's starting to come up real fast. So it'll hit 250, and I don't know, because I don't care, because I'm not doing these to temp. I'm smoking them for an hour. I'm not as worried about the temperature. I'm just gonna smoke them for an hour and finish them in the air fryer anyway. But so I do want to keep the temperature above 200, because that helps get you clean smoke. You don't want to get your temperature under 200. But that'll probably, with those two little nuggets I put in there, that'll probably hit 260, 270 before it starts dipping back down again. And as soon as I see it dipping back down, I'm gonna add some more wood. And the trick is now, I don't open this. If I open this, I'm wasting all my good smoke. I don't open that till I want to open it, till we're done. All right, so my temperature's been dropping now. We're down to 213. I've already flipped my little nuggies once. They're still in full flame, but they're getting smaller, enough where the temperature's starting to drop. Now, if this was nicer meat, do that while I'm talking. If I didn't give a shit and I wasn't hungry and I was trying to actually fully smoke some meat, I'd keep putting hickory nuggies on there. But just some random firewood that I've split into smaller pieces is probably white oak. White oak actually smokes really well. It's actually the second best preferred over hickory, for flavor anyway. So I just stick that whole bad boy in there, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna torch it and I'm gonna blow on it, get that guy up to full smoky smoke, and then I'll close the lid again after I'm at full combustion. Now that only took like 30 seconds. This guy lit on fire pretty fast because I had a block which I'm going to do with this one, I had a block sitting on top right here, so it was already like preheating, getting nice and warm. And as you can see, that guy's in full combustion. I mean, she's flaming up hot. And you can watch, while I had that heat thing on, this dropped down to about 199, which is a little low, but you can see like it's coming up about 2 degrees every, 5 seconds. So this guy's going to be at 320 in less than a minute. Because the block I just put in so big, it's probably going to get up to like 360 or 370. And I don't really want it that hot because I want the smoke flavor in the wings without overcooking or burning my wings. So what I'm going to do is when that gets to about 270, I'm just going to open the firebox and let some of that heat escape until this drops back down to like 250. And then I'm going to close the firebox, and that gives me 2 good things. One, that lets a huge rush of fresh oxygen into the fire, so it keeps that log really going. I mean, it's getting constant oxygen here, but that gives it a fresh rush of oxygen, and it also allows my temperature in here to not get too hot. So we're like keeping this guy at low heat with constant smoke flowing. A really important part of the smoking process is to not leave your backyard. So you just want to scan, make sure none of your neighbors are near their windows, make sure nobody's walking their dog, and you're gonna want to pee right off the back porch in the daylight. It's a very important part. If you don't do this, then you're not embracing your full redneck. This is an important part of the process. Now, as you can see, I just crossed 275 and it's still climbing pretty fast. It's climbing about 1 degree every 10 seconds. There's 2 things that's going on. That log in there needs to be flipped over so fresh oxygen can hit different points of that log and it'll burn better. And we're also just getting too hot on the wings because I don't want to overcook my wings too fast. I want that smoky flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and open this box up, and you see we're still full combustion. We're doing great. But if we just flip the log, and then let some fresh oxygen hit all that, and we're just really just waiting for this guy, to drop down a few degrees. I'm gonna let it probably get down to 250, maybe even 240, which isn't gonna take long. With that firebox wide open, all the heat's just rushing out there, and it's not going in that big old hole right there. It's coming out, and when we hit about, let's say 240, I'm gonna close this box again, and then it'll probably take, now that we're kind of hitting this with a lot of oxygen. Yes, we're wasting a little smoke, but as you can see, smoke's still coming off of this guy. It's kind of hard to see. I can see it in person. Smoke's still flowing through, just not a lot. And again, it doesn't take long, so it's not like I'm wasting tons of smoke. See, we're down to 244. Well, shit. We'll just continue the video because WhatsApp will let me take a long video. There we are. We're at 240. Now I'm going to go ahead and close that box again. And that motherfucker's hot. I'll put this log, keep that log preheating, and give it a second. Oh yeah, you can't see it in the video, but I can see clear wispy smoke coming out of the cracks. There's still steam coming off of this because it's raining on this. Whew, that's hot. There's raining on this guy. There we go. There's our smoke starting to, no, that's more steam. Never mind. There we go. We got just a very light wispy smoke coming out. All right, so it's been about an hour. And I don't know how to make the backlight on that come on, but it's at 249. Oh no, this video is gonna suck. We need a light. Okay, as I was saying, it's been about an hour and it's 253. I think it did hit a high point of about 300. I'm not that concerned. I got plenty of fuel left, but I do want to, because really an hour's good enough. So let's look at the color of these bad boys. Let's look at these guys. Let that focus. Oh man, those wings are looking. Now these got a little cooler. They're hotter up top because heat rises, obviously. So I'm gonna take about half of these wings off and go ahead and throw them in the air fryer, and I'm gonna move the rest up into this hot spot near the exhaust point. And you know, wet plate, doesn't matter. A little snow on your plate never hurt anything. No big deal. These are all going in the air fryer. So man, let's see if just like the color on this. I don't know if my camera's foggy because of the snow and shit. These things are amazing. Don't worry, I'm gonna cut one open for you guys. I'm gonna cut one open for you. So no worries. Plus, you know what? My air fryer can probably only cook about half of these wings at a time anyway, if I want to get like a good air fry. So this is perfect anyway. So let's move all these, and then these are the lucky wings. They get to get more flavor. They get to get more smoke because I'm gonna leave them in this smoker while I'm air frying the rest. No big deal. They're just gonna keep getting smoked, and they're gonna be happy wings. Look at that. It went down to 90 degrees being open for that long, but our temperatures are gonna rise fast because that guy's still burning. To the air fryer. Alright, so this is me just pulling the wings out of the air fryer, essentially. You know, one at a time. We got to get these guys going. Oh, I'm in a hurry. I'm going fast. Can I get two at a time? Oh my God, I almost got them all out. I'm so excited. I really want to see all these. But unfortunately, the problem is they're too hot to eat. I got to wait like 5 minutes. Alright, here you guys go. Look at those nice grill marks on there. Oh, they're so smoky. I can't wait till you see inside them. They're gonna be so good. Wait, I can probably just dump them. Ah, I'm such a good dumper. I'm good at dumping. Alright, you wanna now this is the same butter from earlier. That like half pound of butter is more than enough for 15 wings. There's still gonna be leftover butter here that we're gonna pour in the trash or drink or something. Alright, see, now they're fully coated. Like, you can see when the butter, you just want these to be fully coated in fat. That's what you really want. Alright. Okay, Okay, but they don't need to be drenched, because in the air fryer, extra fat is gonna just drip in the bottom of the air fryer and burn and create a little smoky smell. So if you don't have like a badass hood vent like I've got, then you probably want to like shake these off better than I am. And this is way better than deep frying, because you're not, first of all, you couldn't, if you did this with like avocado oil or grass-fed butter or ghee or any of the healthy oils, you would spend a small fortune. And pan frying doesn't quite get it. But if you fully coat them in butter like that, they're gonna air fry the same as deep frying. And then to finish any smoked wings, they're pretty much done cooking. I would bet they're safe to eat now, but to get that outside crispiness, we're gonna go high for 400 degrees for 8 minutes, and that's gonna be fine. Everything about they're already basically fully cooked wings, and now we're just getting that good hot wing texture that you want when you bite into a wing, that crispy outside and that tender, juicy inside. I gave the butter to my dog. It's 100% grass-fed, is unsalted Kerrygold butter. And dogs are like meat eaters, so I figure as long as I don't do that too much, it's probably honestly good for her. So I just poured that extra butter over her food. She seems happy. She seems like happy. Zuzu, you're just, at this point, she's just literally licking the bottom of the bowl, making sure she got every last nugget. So her dinner was in there. She definitely ate her dinner. Zuzu, I don't think there's any more left, honey. Oh yeah, there's like 3 tiny little dots. You should get them all. Get all the dots. This is what you do with your leftover butter, guys. If it's real food. You don't do this with canola oil, peanut oil, bullshit oil. You don't do this with salted butter. You don't do this with even regular butter. Grass-fed butter is good stuff. Okay, and now clearly the snow has turned into straight rain. I don't want this to get rained in. I do have a protective aluminum foil in there, so I can pull that out before the next time I grill. I can clean my grill and put new tin foil down. But we're gonna go ahead and just close this part. Ow! God damn it! Yeah, I should have watched out for that. This guy's still kind of smoking, so a little bit of dirty smoke flowing through there as it cools down isn't going to be the end of the world. I'm going to leave this part open just for maybe another 15-20 minutes. And then I'm going to close it just so it's not raining inside my grill. I'm going to let her run around. Also, an important step for funsies. All right. Yes, I did eat like 3 wings because I wasn't patient enough to wait on you motherfuckers. Oh, sizzle, sizzle. That's better than drizzle, drizzle. Oh, 2 at a time, bitch. 2 at a time, bitch. 2 at a time. Okay, 1. 2 at a time, bitch. All right, and now gonna wash that shit. Look at those, dude. I'm telling you, you might not think it, but this is 100 times better than a fried wing. Like, I don't know if you can see like the crisp on this thing. Like, this guy's crispy. Crispy. So full of flavor. This cost me $9. Well, not including the wood I burned and the butter, but cheaper than anything you buy anywhere. And oh. All right, and then when this cools down, like in an hour, I'm gonna take this bottom piece. That fucking cleans really easy. All this is gonna clean super easy. And in 5 minutes, I'm gonna show you what the inside of these look like. All right, so obviously this whole time I've had my vent fan going because that did smoke a little at the end. Especially between batches when I wanted to keep this hot. So between when I pulled the first batch out on the plate to let it rest, I actually set this again for 400 degrees for like 5 minutes just to keep some heat trapped in here. So when I put my second batch of wings in, they were like starting with, like, it was already preheated a little bit, because 8 minutes does get you a perfect wing. Now, there are some people who like their wings extra crispy. Those people are, that's fine. That's what you like. But I like juicy on the inside. And these are bigger wings. But I'm telling you that this skin is crispy. And we're going to see that right now. Now, when you tear this away, I don't want you guys to be afraid. You see that pink? God, there might be snow on my camera. So that is not raw chicken. That is what smoke does to chicken. Smoke turns all meat pink. It puts what we call a smoke ring around your meat. That meat's done. As you see, you get closer to the center, it's whiter. Like, it's all the way cooked down in that middle part. See, it's got that pink tinge to it. But then when you take that away, it gets whiter and whiter. It is what it is. See, as you see at the end, some of that meat toward that was closer to the outside, and then you get closer to that meat that was inside, and it's just whiter. But most good humans have one of these, and she's just a beggar. And what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to bite a little bit off the bone for her, and then you gotta baby bird it. I hope you all know how birds feed their young. Right out of their mouth. So you gotta bite it off the wing and give it to your baby. And you know, she deserves some of this little outside crust. There you go, baby. Oh, this is a perfect. So okay, see that dark pink? That's not even a burst blood vessel. That's smoke. Look at that color. All right, baby bird. Baby bird. All right, the rest is mine. No, don't eat the bone. Don't let your dogs eat bones. If you let your dogs eat bones, especially a little bone, Zuzu, baby bird. I should be saying baby chicken, to be honest. Dogs will die if they eat bones. I'm just telling you. I mean, that's not a universal truth. Certain dogs can eat certain size bones. But Mother trucker. Oh my God. Oh. Baby bird. Sorry guys, I'm doing this with one hand. But the point is, I just spent 2 hours of my life for 5 minutes of enjoyment. Oh, we got a drummy. That's a perfect. You see how up there on the top left is pink and then down there in the center is white? That's smoke color. That is not raw chicken. That's what smoked chicken looks like. It's smoked. Oh, and it's so good. Baby bird? Baby bird out of my mouth. You just bite it off and give it to your dog. If you don't do that, then you're a terrible human. Now notice I'm saving my bones. There's a reason for this. And that's going to be part of this video, don't worry. And I don't know, have you guys eat your wings? Baby bird. And don't worry, I mop my floor after this. I'm not a savage. But if you're not eating wings this fast, there's something wrong with you. Alright, so you motherfuckers probably wonder why the fuck I'm saving my bones. And I'm just gonna show you right now. We can document the whole thing if you want, but this is goddamn liquid gold right here. Liquid gold. Liquid fucking gold. Not only do we have a shit ton of bones, but we've got oh shit, I can't do that yet. Is this too hot to touch? Alright, I definitely also can't pour that down my sink because I'm not a savage. But these are really good trash bags. Oh, that's like literally all butter. That can stay. And you'll see why. You'll see why. I'm not gross. Not savage. That's where all the bones go. Let's make sure none fell behind. I know I'm construction material or tire inflator. No bones. All right, we're good. So you're gonna learn what liquid gold is. Shake those out, center them, spread them out. Power on, broil. It'll only let me broil at 450. That's fine. 10 minutes, start. We're gonna come back, don't worry, you're gonna see what these bones are for. So we did a broil at 450 for 10 minutes. You don't need a little Ninja Foodie. I have nothing for, I'm not for a pro. This just makes my life easier because I can do so many things in one pot. You could do this in your oven with a little pan like this, a little thin pan. You throw all your bone bits and especially your soft tissue. Soft tissue, all those little bits stick to the bone. Those are the best. That's why leftover food is way better than what I'm about to show you than pre-bought bone scraps. Because the soft tissue is the gold. It's liquid gold. But yeah, you could do that in your oven. You could preheat your oven for a minute or two on broil on high. You could slide your pan in. See, I just have all this cast iron, and I didn't want to. I just was too lazy. And why? Because I have this, and this is gonna do it for me that fast and more contained and easier to clean up. So hey, Ninja Foodie, if you wanna sponsor me, holla. Holla, 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 Zuzu, holla, 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 holla. All right, not the final step, but one of the final steps. While you're waiting for anything to happen, anytime you're doing any house chores, you should be playing with your dog between the waiting periods. And so while those are in the broiler for 10 minutes, you should be making this dog exercise, because it just ate a lot of meat and butter. And you're an asshole if you don't do this. Come here, baby. That's a good girl. She's ready to play. All right. Yes. Go get it. So for all you assholes out there that don't play with your dogs, I only give the exception if you're like handicapped or elderly. And I mean, my body hurts. You got to. They need it. So have someone come over. If you can't move and you can't interact with your dog like this, then you need to get out and you need to have a fenced-in backyard, and you need to invite other young, spry, healthy people over to bring their dogs and let the dogs play together so they can exercise. Because if they don't do that every day, they're going to be just like you. And that's sad because it's preventable. Ugh. And if you can't do that, then you shouldn't own a goddamn dog. Fuck you. All right, the timer just stopped. Now, during that 10 minutes, not only did I exercise this beautiful creature who is now matted down because she's been rolling in the snow, and don't worry, I'm gonna take care of her hair. I also washed all of my dishes, which I actually is kind of doing through the whole cooking process anyway. I'm always a clean as you go guy. I also washed my roommate's dishes, because if you're not just washing dishes, if you're the cook in the kitchen and you don't wash your dishes and you leave them for someone else, you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, you just are. You're a piece of shit. Wash your dishes. Wipe the refrigerator handles down. Like clean everything you touched as you go. Sanitize your surfaces. Now you see some greasy spots there, but that's because I've done multiple stages. I'm about to do a final wipe down in a second. You can even see there's like soapy spot. This is soap water. I don't know what one of my roommates is doing something here. I don't know. You just got to respect the plant. It's not my plant. I don't fucking know. I'm going to respect the plant. We're about to do a final walk down, but that's not what this is about. This is about what's in here, liquid gold. So we just roasted these. We broiled them on high for 10 minutes. Nice and crispy. The heat volume is really up. Now, if you wanted to do this slightly more effectively, you could have pre-boiled some water. But I'm lazy and I don't care right now. So what we're doing is we're adding water directly in this. And this shit's so hot, this water's going to heat up faster than nobody's business. We're adding just enough water to cover these bones. And they don't even have to be completely covered. I would say the highest point of bone should still be sticking out of the water just slightly. which that's what we got. There's like a bone or two kind of sticking out above the water. I'll wash that. That's fine. But you need a pressure cooker for this. You can do it without a pressure cooker, but it's dangerous, honestly, because if you don't watch it, you could totally catch something on fire in the middle of the night where you're sleeping. Do this right before bed. It's awesome. A slow cooker can do the job. It just takes longer. But when a pressure cooker speeds this process up by days. So I've put on my pressure cooker lid, pressure cook, high for 2 hours. Well, come on. 2 hours, start. Now, if this chicken or fish, I'm going to pressure cook it for 2 hours. Make sure my vent is on the sealed, fully sealed position. If it's pork, if it has pork or beef, or if it's a mix of bones and has pork or beef in it, you want to pressure cook for 4 hours. And then there's a little keep warm setting. Almost all pressure cookers have this. You want to make sure it's the keep warm setting is on, and it's going to stay warm after the pressure cooking is finished. And you want to, for chicken, you'll get good results after 2 hours or 3 hours, but you want to go 8 hours. So 2 hours on pressure cook and keep warm for an additional 6. Beef and pork, pressure cook for 4 hours, and you want to keep warm. All right, so my phone battery died, and I think the last thing I was saying was for beef or pork, oh, that's already hot. You're going to pressure cook for 4 hours and keep warm for about 10 hours. So if you do this right before bed, and it doesn't matter. If it goes longer, it's fine, but you don't want to really pressure cook for more than 4 hours. So you set your pressure cook timer for 4 hours, but as long as that keep warm setting stays on, you're good. Yeah, that's fine. And then the keep warm setting, you come home from work the next day and you're done. I'm going to skip this part because I'm tired, but you wait till that's warm. You can touch it and not burn yourself. And you're going to pour it through a strainer several times. If you want it clear, you can line a strainer with cheesecloth. And when I mean a strainer, let's turn some lights back on in here. I don't mean a spaghetti strainer. Not that. Not even that. But this, a chinois. A very fine strainer. And again, you could even line that with cheesecloth to strain it more. And when you're done, you're going to get some liquid gold. You're going to get liquid friggin' gold. You're going to get this right here. You're going to get this. And you go, what is that? And you go, oh, look at it. Do you see the jello? Do you see the jello? Do you see the jello? Oh, look! It didn't even fall out. It's jello. That is what bone broth should look like. Bone broth should look like that. If your bone broth doesn't look like that, the stuff you're buying from the grocery store, you're doing it wrong. It has no nutrients in it, nothing. So a collagen-rich bone broth that gets literally the leftover proteins out of all those soft tissues and that bone marrow, and you should have that. And you can follow for more videos on what to do with this. Amazing. Now that's a fat layer on top. That's what's broken. I literally use this shit every fucking day. That's why I've got a big spoonful out of the top. And it makes a gross noise. I mean, this shit is thicker than jello, as it should be. And the last and final step to smoking your chicken, should be grabbing a glass of wine or a beer, perhaps, maybe a light cocktail, and then inviting your dog outside whether it's raining, snowing, or sleeting, and getting some light exercise. A walk is amazing for your health, especially after a large meal, and especially after you've fed your dog baby bird scraps. Zuzu! Are you ready? Let's go. Yeah. And this is okay. This is good. If you're not doing this on the regular, you need to hire someone to come to your house and do this for you. Because, you know, if you're like, well, fuck my health, you should give a shit about your children. And, you know, these are children. Come on, let's go. Notice I walk her without a leash. I don't know where she went. There she is. Zuzu, give me your ball. Now, my particular dog will forget about her ball, so that's going in my pocket. But leash is optional at this hour of the day. She's gonna do her thing. I've got poop bags in my pocket, and she's gonna obey my every command. So let's go on a snow walk. You ready to go on a snow walk, Zuzu? Zuzu, you want to go on a snow walk? You smell another dog, or don't you, already? Yes, good pee-pee potty, good girl. All right, let's go. Come on. And this is it. Let's go walk in the snow late at night. It's not that late. It's like 8 o'clock. This is a good girl. She's a good girl. Yes.